It is really a great pleasure to be with you today as we celebrate the naming and dedication of Rochelle and Allison Campbell Hall, the only building on campus named after two women.
In 1995, Neil and I were walking across campus, and this building had just been completed. He told me at the time it was a temporary building, and of course I thought he was kidding. I later learned from Pat Kohlmeyer that it was called an interim facility, and it was built to last a certain number of years, and then it would be replaced with a new building to meet whatever the current needs of at the university. Well, that was 23 years ago, and I'm thinking Campbell Hall is looking pretty good and will probably last longer than originally planned. We would not be here today celebrating if it had not been for one person, Dr. William Thompson. That was Neil's, oh, Bill, you're here, great. Neil's major professor. He took a chance with Neil when other professors would not. Neil was not the traditional graduate student, and Bill understood that. He knew just when to apply a little pressure. He knew just when to offer the support, and probably in Neil's case, he knew just when to leave him alone. Thank you, Bill. Well done.
I know that today is sort of intended to be about what my mom and I have given to UCR, but we are always very mindful of everything that UCR has given to us. So many dear friends, an excuse to come to California a couple of times a year and warm up. But more than anything, the way that UCR lives its mission gives us hope for a bright future, and we are so grateful for that. So thanks to the team who put together this wonderful celebration, and more than anything, thank you to everyone here for joining us today. Thank you so much.
What a family. You've heard some of the important markers of today. 600 students in the class. First building on the campus named for two women. It's also the first time in 10 years we've had the chance to make an honorific naming of a building on the campus. And we're grateful for all those accomplishments. And when you think of this building with this name that we're going to see in just a few moments, standing for decades here on the campus, and the students who will not only go in it every day, Sue, but will walk by it and see names. They may not know all the story, but they're nonetheless going to be inspired. And for that, we're very, very grateful. The building's 23 years old, so we're not having a groundbreaking, but we're breaking ground. We're breaking ground in all these measures of a campus and its future.
So Rochelle and Allison, the campus community is very honored to celebrate your incredible generosity and commitment to education, research, and student success. The Campbells have a long history of helping UCR fulfill its mission, and initially began as a way to honor alumnus and world-renowned biology book author Neil Campbell.
My family's affiliation with UCR began when my father was a graduate student here in the 1970s, and he really appreciated UCR both for what it had done for him and then what it continued to do for the students. So when he passed away in 2004, my mom was really interested in trying to kind of continue his legacy. The idea of supporting the Dynamic Genome Project, which was exciting to our family, largely because it focused on giving undergraduate students the opportunity to experience the kind of thrill of real research.
What is going on in that building is really an experiment in science education. Students are not having the opportunity to work in labs early in their undergraduate career. So many students have to wait until they're juniors or seniors before they actually experience a lab. Science is one of those things you really have to do. It's not sitting in a lecture hall and hearing a professor tell you the facts. It's how those facts came about, and those facts came about by experimentation. And that's actually a very exciting way to teach science, and that's what we do in there.
There's something that I want to take away from today. It's the family values. Neil, Allison, Rochelle, the family has a set of understandings about the role that they might play and their responsibility and energy in trying to fulfill that role. And that too is not only important to us in a meaningful sense, it's so inspiring to all of us.
So I think because our relationship with UCR has sort of grown over time, it's given my mother and I an opportunity to kind of branch out and think about ways that we'd like to support other aspects of the UCR community. Student success is something that we're really interested in. We're excited to find small ways that we can make contributions and hopefully, ease the way for some of these students.
I think this touches on the spirit of UCR, giving students that don't fit the norm opportunities and support to help them succeed.
A lot of our just love for this place is its absolute commitment to making a really high quality college education accessible to everybody, regardless of background. And so we are really excited to play a role in some of those aspects of student success.